on, fitness for you junkies and fitness enthusiasts all around the globe? Certified master trainer and two-time natural bodybuilding champion here, Ricky Schick here, back with another cool video. So, last week we talked all about how pre-workout is going to kill your gains because you're not going to be able to sleep, and if you don't sleep, then you can't grow, and if you can't grow, you're going to be miserable and cranky, and your wife's not going to understand why you're so mad all the time, and you're going to say, honey, I'm mad because I don't have biceps because I can't sleep, right? So today I am offering you guys a super good solution because you're probably saying to yourself this one thing: Rick, I have quit pre-workout, but my workouts are terrible. How do I train without pre-workout? And we are going to answer that question today. There are three main components that you need to take serious consideration for if you are going to train without pre-workout. Now, this is really aimed towards people who have been on pre-workout for a long time and they are just kind of used to training with it, and I'm telling you there is a big difference between the two. However, it can be done and you can have just as much fun training with pre-workout than without pre-workout, or vice versa, or something like that. Somebody is walking their dog. Anyway, number one, make sure you have food in your system before you go and work out, right? Without pre-workout. Now, you're probably saying to yourself one of two things. One, Rick, I understand that. I know I have to eat food before I work out. Well, it becomes super essential when you don't have a caffeine buffer in your system. Typically, when you have caffeine, it buffers the hunger stuff, right? It makes you less hungry. That's what it means. I can't find the scientific word for it right now because my brain is just, it's in another universe right now, okay? So it's gonna block your hunger, right? And when you have caffeine and when you're blocking the pain and the hunger, you can work out a lot harder. So your body's gonna be a little bit more sensitive. So my suggestion is to eat about an hour or an hour and a half before you train. I have tried this. I've tried the 2-hour span before you train, and that just wasn't fun because right? I've tried the hour before you train, and that's been my sweet spot. You have to find the sweet spot that works for you. One quick tip that you could do right before your workout or in the middle of your workout is drink a carbohydrate drink. What that's gonna do is that's gonna provide your muscles and your body the energy it needs. So try to program your meals around when you're gonna work out. Number two, make sure you're hydrated, right? And you're probably saying to yourself, Rick, I know to be hydrated. Well, a lot of people out there forget to be hydrated. And when you don't have pre-workout in your system, right, you don't have this super fun energy thing in your system, being hydrated becomes super important. Now, what happens when your body is hydrated? You are 19% more stronger and effective in the gym. Your muscles are cells, right? They're legitimate cells in the body and they need water to work effectively, right? When the cells are hydrated, right? When your cells are hydrated, your body can do the chemical compounds it needs to do effective things. And one of those effective things is pushing glycogen into the muscle, right? And if you don't have water, right, you're not going to be able to effectively push glycogen into the muscles. And glycogen is energy that comes from the carbohydrate, right? And we talked about having carbohydrates in your system before, right? So if you don't have the food and you don't have the water, you're gonna have a really bad workout. It's gonna be like that, right? Because you're not going to have the food energy and you're not going to have the water supply to push the glycogen into the muscle for you to effectively have a better workout. Does that make sense? So make sure you're hydrated for super effective performance in the gym. And finally, here's a super important tip, and I think a lot of people who are in the gym, they skip this one step with pre-workout and without pre-workout, and that's warm up. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, Ricky, I don't need to warm up. I'm young. My warm-up is me benching 135 on the bench press, right? And skipping the barbells and skipping any kind of, prehab before I do any kind of working out. That eventually is going to catch up to you and you're going to get injuries. But that's a whole different topic. What we're talking about is physically raising your body temperature, right, before you go and work out. When you step on the step mill or you start doing any kind of cardiovascular, work before you work out, what you're essentially doing is this. You're warming up your body, right? And you're explaining to your body, hey, I am about to go work out. When you warm up, a few things are going to happen. Number one, your nervous system is going to be primed for the workout. When you raise your body temperature, right? When you have those endorphins pumped to your brain, right? Your body is mentally going to flip that switch and you're going to be able to train more effectively. When your muscles are warm, your body and nervous system are going to be able to make the contractions necessary to perform hypertrophy training, right? Or powerlifting training or CrossFit training. If you're warm, you're going to work out more effectively, right? And when you're finally done warming up and you finally flip that switch, you're going to forget you even didn't take pre-workout. Was that even a sentence? You're going to forget that you didn't even take pre-workout. Nope, that makes sense. So what's basically going to happen is you're going to get into your groove, and when you get into your groove, you're going to have a great workout, and you're not going to tell a difference if you took pre-workout or if you didn't. I just said that. I'm having a very interesting day, if you can't already tell. So those are my 3 tips for you if you're not training with pre-workout. These 3 tips are going to be super essential for you to have a super effective, amazing workout. But you guys know the deal. If you guys like more videos like this, hit the subscribe button, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, and you guys know the deal. Love your body, love your mind, and love your soul. And stay happy.